First off, shout out Charlie for putting me on this gem. This is one that went under the radar, and I had zero clue this series even existed, and he blessed me with some straight heat. We already know when Urasaka is involved, we're getting peak storytelling. But Pluto, this is on a whole nother level. Like I said, Urasaka, most known for Monster and Cowboy Bebop, delivered something here that you just can't breeze past. This is a futuristic, pixelated dystopia, completely immersed with AIs, robots, and much, much more. And honestly, it feels like something that could happen in our lifetime. It's got everything a sci-fi kid would want, and more. Or does it? What impressed me the most about Pluto is its Black Mirror style of storytelling. You're just dropped in. No setup, no hand-holding. I'm 2 episodes and I am completely hooked. We've learned there was a massive war, orchestrated by humans of course, and it was fought by robots using weapons of mass destruction. But what Pluto does differently is this show shows the humanity that the AI possesses. It's very unsettling because it's a little bit too real. What I like to think of as bots are being tools, but these super AI bots, they have a conscience, they have a spirit, and they have emotion. The thread tying the show together so far is the Great Asian War and a cyborg detective named Geesh. That's it. The rest we get to piece together episode by episode. And I love that. It's different. We learn that post-war, these bots become helpers, essentially slaves to the humans. But the West had different plans, and they created a supercomputer. Well, technically they created 7, but they're only going to claim more. And it is the one that emerged after the Great War. And here's where it gets deep. Humanity itself is too arrogant to accept what's unfolding. From the perspective of all these bots, it's obvious. Something bigger is happening, but us being the humans, we're purely in denial. That's where the show Pluto shines. Geesh, who is the robot detective, is a Terminator-style robot. Flesh on the outside, but an exoskeleton beneath. But he cries, he has feelings. And then we get to meet the other robots, like North Number 2, a war machine who is pure chaos and destruction, but he wants to leave his past behind him, and all he wants to do is bond with humanity and learn how to play the piano. It may seem like I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm truly not. It's just how this show unravels. Like I said, it throws you into different areas in every single episode during the first few. But as you jump around, you get to meet 4 of the 7 super AIs, and that's all we've met so far, just the 4. It's different though. These AIs, they're conscious, they're self-aware, and one of them, Adam, who ends up being the main lead, is on another level. He is the next generation of AI. He is even beyond Geesh, which is the number 1 AI that everybody claims. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, we're talking ChatGPT, we're talking Grok, we're talking all the LLMs that are around today. And another thing that they lead you on with is what connects all of them. Is it just the war? Is it because these 7 super AIs are gaining consciousness? Or is it something more? But again, enter in Pluto, a force of destruction that's been wiping out super AIs like it's going out of style. A being possibly above them all, disguised as a storm. You go 3 to 4 episodes before you even see Pluto's face. It's killed 3 of the most advanced AIs, and we have no idea how, but we know that the storm is moving fast. And of course, the investigation, the key to all of this is the investigation being led by Detective Geesh, and now Adam. But humans are constantly getting in the way, as we do. And Pluto subtly explores that, and he exposes that. The human fear of being replaced. This is a disdain and passive-aggressive racism towards AI, and it's legit. There's a brilliant scene where North Number 2 is serving as a poet to Duncan. Despite his trauma, despite the war, he has an emotional growth, and Duncan simply dismisses him. And then he says, and I quote, "Machines can't feel, they can simply create." But Number 2 proves him wrong. He then goes into a super AI LLM module. And he does this by going into Duncan's dreams, his memory, his empathy, and he finds the missing chord to Duncan's song that he's been stuck on. Mwah. The chef's kiss to this episode is amazing. And then, of course, you gotta have the antagonist, and that's Bra 1589. He's a wild card. On paper, according to the developers, he is the perfect AI. And what makes him perfect, you may ask? Well, 8 years ago, he killed a human. So now he is locked up in a fortress beneath the city, impaled, surrounded by tanks. Clearly that's a threat, but it's also a clue. Before we get back into it, I want to give a shout out to my community. Shout out to Stanley. Shout out to Stanislas, Charlie, CO. Shout out to Callie North, The Kid, and Monet Johnson. We're knocking on 250 subs, and I appreciate every single one of you all who just subscribed, and y'all always staying active in the comments. But let's hop back to it. We all know the number one rule. Our robot taught us this. Robots can't kill humans, but Bra did. And he's still lying, but what is it for? There's a reason behind that. We're going to get into it. Aside from the deep writing of the show, the series throws a lot at you, and it's masterfully paced. But you guys know how I get down. I'm a soundtrack kid. The undertones of this show is great. I want you to think that it's Shaft meets Starsky and Hutch. It's funky, it's nostalgic, atmospheric. It's got that 90s, 80s vibe. The storytelling, to cap it all off, is a 10 out of 10. No exaggeration. And by episode 3, we finally get to meet Adam's sister and a few other side characters. Now, Adam's already been established as the most advanced AI. He's particularly perfect, but he's lacking that one thing. But Euron shows a more of an emotional sensitivity beyond her programming. She is also super AI, but she's a lot more gentle. She shows that gently that you must perfect an AI. The only way to make them truly perfect is to install hatred, fear, sadness, or trauma. It's unsettling because it mirrors us. We only grow through our mistakes. We humans only grow through sadness. The more human the AIs become, the more they are doomed to repeat our mistakes. So think about that. Factory jobs are gone. Policing, gone. Cleaning, gone. Humans are slowly but surely spiraling into panic, depression, and even suicide. And again, what makes this show so great is it's bleak. And again, it's too real. We are the caterpillar giving birth to the butterfly of AI. And we get more clarity on Pluto, the hive mind, and then the feared Dr. Tenma. Who is Adam's creator? Everything starts to connect. Even the super AIs are starting to show emotion, which is a human trait. When they start to suffer PTSD, they can feel it. They all can feel it. It's that hive mentality. They share the pain, and this is why we think that they're becoming eliminated. And that's what happens whenever you go 4 or 5 episodes and there's not a clear-cut canon path. So here's what I'm theorizing. It's a global malfunction. Their systems are being hijacked. They're being terminated to prevent a larger collapse, or the darkest of all, they're just simply doomed because they're repeating human patterns. So you gotta think, each super AI is kinda unique in their own traits. You have Gaish, Hercules, Brando. Those 3 were built for battle. You have Ellipson, who did not fight in the Great War. You have Adam, who was built for hope. His sister, Urine, who just wants to heal and help people. She feels emotion on a deep level. And then there's Pluto, pure devastation. And finally, after banger, we slow into episode 6. The pace slows down and we zoom in a little bit more on the detective, Dr. Tenma and Haas. Like I said, there are so many levels to these characters, but we're going to focus on the detective. So we understand that after the Great War, after the atrocities, Detective Geish's memories have been tampered with. They have also been erased. And tragically, he ends up dying. The main character on some straight Game of Thrones shit ends up dying. It's a rush, but it's inevitable. And we hate to see it, but we knew it was going to happen. On paper, as of episode 6, 6 of the main super AIs have been killed by Pluto. And now we have to confront the central dilemma. To be human, an AI must be capable of hate, revenge, sorrow. But we know what that's going to do. That's going to open the door to pure evil. The show continues. Another main character dies, and that is Adam. So that makes you ask the question, what if Bra, 1589, and Pluto were brought back to life after death? Maybe they were reborn with hate inside of them. That's the question that lingers. But don't worry, this show wraps this with a perfect bow in the grand finale. Dr. Tenma, who is a psychopath but also a genius, he fills Adam with hate, rage, and grief. And that is the spark that he needs to awaken him. Now, this is a flip of a coin because we know if we want to cross this bridge, if we want to make this leap to make the quote unquote perfect AI, this is what you must put inside of them. The scary part is it's up to our super duper AI to do it for us. We find out a million other things, as in Baru being a Bula, the antagonist. but he is also a super AI who is a robot. One way or another, he manipulated Pluto with false promises. The technology was so good, the super chips and computer were so good to Abula, he did not know he was an AI. So was he lying to himself? Was he playing himself and playing others? Because we know the other rule. Not only can they not hurt humans, they can't lie to them. Every single episode was great, but now we are with the climax. Adam is now burning with pure hate inside of him as he has been revived. You have to think about this. Mont Black, the one who started, the pilot of this episode, he is the protector of nature. He is the one who got back from the war and wanted to do nothing but peace and prosperity to all the animals, all the humans, and the environment. North number 2, the pianist. All he wanted to do was learn sound, and he helped Duncan out with that. Brando, the loving family man. He is tired of killing. He was tired of murder. He did not want anything to do with the war. Hercules, the great warrior and entertainer. He will fight for his people. Epsilon, the gentle orphan caretaker who did not go to the war. Shout out to Ali, Muhammad that is. And now he is an orphan orchestrator. And then, of course, Gaish, the detective who fought for peace, the one who wants to bridge humans and robots together. He is the one who is looking out for humanity as a whole, cybernetics or not. All of that is being coursed and pushed inside of Adam. All that pain, all that loss, it finally boils over to the tipping point. But Adam is the perfect AI. He is reincarnated and he resists that. All the fallen AIs reach out to him and guide him in the correct way as he reaches his boiling point. And in the most humane moment of the entire show, as Adam faces Pluto, they speak. They cry together. It's raw and it's beautiful. Now, the super AI, the Earth Destroyer, Bora Bora, that's a whole nother story. And in that, it's kind of ironic. Atom, ATOM, who saves humanity from the anti-prototype bomb, is fighting Bora. Atom, proton, basic physics. He tells Bora what Gaish has been telling him the entire time. Hatred only creates more hatred. You have to learn to forgive. And just like that, Adam breaks the cycle. The super AI, in the perfect impersonation of a human being, breaks the cycle. We then see Pluto amend for all of his sins. He takes the bullet for all the fallen soldiers that he did take out, but he also takes a bullet for humanity. He sends Adam up as the great hope, sends him back to the crust of the earth to make sure that he can prosper, and Pluto himself takes Bora out. We have to remember, we need to learn to forgive because hatred only creates more hate. This came out of nowhere. This show is a 10 out of 10. Perfect storytelling, the ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. It's hills and valleys of pure excitement, pure terror. And it is so dystopian because this can happen. This is what our future looks like. Whenever Arasaka wrote this, I feel like this is the pamphlet to what we are going towards right now in 2025. It is a beautiful anime. It's a great soundtrack. Shout out Astro Boy. It's amazing. Let me know what you thought about Pluto. This caught me out of nowhere and I had to do a review about it. I had to finish it so I could talk to you all about it. So tell me what you think about the review. Tell me what you think about Astro Boy Pluto. There's so many questions. They're not going to do a season 2 by the ending, but who knows? That's the review. I'll see you on the next one. We out.